It's for kids to explore. Yeah. All the schools come here. Field trip.
I never come, but I should come and walk everything. I love it. Maybe I'll bring some.
Yeah, you can do experiment here with the kids.
So is 4, 5, 6 is there.
We're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. It's good, you can come to the... Oh, this is...
Here for the event? Yes. Or you can take the elevator, and if you take the elevator, you take the right, and you come to the stairs, like this.
All right, so if we could come in so we don't feel too
Counter light.
So welcome everyone. Thank you so much. We're working on the sound here, so we'll get that turned down in a second. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Yeah, they're working on it, they said. So thanks, Sarah. It's loud now that no one's talking. So I just wanted to say a little bit more about what our program is and what the Biomimicry Institute is. So we are a nonprofit organization headquartered in Missoula, Montana. And our goal is to bring nature-inspired solutions to life. So how can we learn from nature, look to nature to solve some of the biggest problems of our time? What you're going to hear today is from some of our startups that are doing that. Since we have the sound going, I'm going to do something, I'm going to pivot a little bit. We just spent a week camping with our startup founders in Yosemite. and we did some camp games. So we're gonna do a camp game. Okay? Is everyone ready? When's the last time people went camping, right? Okay. So this game is called This or That. This is this side. That is that side. Okay? This side, that side. If you have ever been to Yosemite, go to this side. If you've never been to Yosemite, go to that side.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Too bad.
Not a good choice.
Okay. We're gonna do a fun one. If you're in this Ray of Hope Prize cohort, go to this side. If you're a guest who's ready to meet these people, go to that side. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. This is who you're going to meet very soon. All right. Here's a fun one. If you're a vanilla ice cream person, go to this side. If you're a chocolate ice cream person, go to that side.
Allison's vanilla.
What if they are not ice cream person?
All right. Here, this is one of our favorites. Would you rather vacation at the beach? Go to this side. Or would you rather vacation in the mountains? Go to that side. Right? Or you could be like Sam.
I want like somewhere where there's the beach here and the mountains, right?
We're starting a new category. Awesome. I think the music has stopped, so let's come in a little closer and we'll try to talk loudly.
Perfect.
Thank you. So this is just a little example of some of the activities that we did while we were all together. So I want to tell you a little bit about the Ray of Hope Prize and about the people that are in it. So the Ray of Hope Prize is an accelerator program that supports seed stage companies that are solving big climate or social problems. But unlike traditional accelerator programs, our focus is really on three things. We focus on science communication, sustainable business practices, and then bringing together some really interesting people to meet really interesting founders. We believe that startups and founders are going to be how we scale some of these solutions that we need to systemic issues. And you're going to hear some of these solutions later today, but just to give you an example, maybe one of our most successful companies is ACatechol out of Israel. And what they do is they build living port infrastructure. So a port like you see here, it's all gray, it's concrete, and that means that life is dead. If the concrete's gray, it means that things can't live there. ACatechol has developed an admix and micro and macro textures that actually attract life, which makes the port stronger and more resilient over time because things can calcify on top of that. And they have installations all over the world, in San Diego, in New York, in the Puerto Viga, all over the place. So this is real. I share that because this is real. We have real examples of this over here that you're going to be able to see. And in a little bit, you're going to hear from our founders. But before I do that, I wanted to give a big thanks to our sponsor for this event and a big friend and supporter of ours, Schumann from L'Oreal. So, Schumann, can we...
Really happy to be here. L'Oreal is really proud to be a sponsor for this event, and thanks for hosting this. So just a quick thing, just to talk about L'Oreal. We are a global beauty company, and we have about 38 brands in over 150 countries. And biomimicry, green science is really important for us. You know, one of the things of L'Oreal is around research and innovation. We spend about 3% of our sales in research and innovation, which is pretty significant compared to our peer companies. And science is really the root of our successful products. We really believe in science, and specifically in green science. That's one of our strategic directions for L'Oreal. I'm part of Open Innovation, And my role is to connect startups with our internal stakeholders to develop winning products. At the same time, making sure that the startup is successful. It's super important for us that the partners that we work with are successful in the collaboration with us. That's really important for us. We want it to be a mutually collaborative relationship. Our deputy CEO has put a stake in the ground that by 2030, 95% of our ingredients, technologies, packaging is going to be green, plant-based, sustainable, and now we are figuring out, okay, how do we get there? We are around 60% today, but we still have a ways to go. And so we are really delighted that biomimicry is one of our key enablers to make this happen. And the collaboration with Biomimicry Institute is really one that we're proud of. I'm personally super excited to have been part of the selection committee to nominate these amazing startups over here. And we are really proud of these startups, and we wish you all the best. And have a great evening, and look forward to hearing more from these startups. Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll just go right to the main. Sam, we're going to start with Coral Vita. Speak nice and loud. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sam Teicher. I am the co-founder of Coral Vita, and we grow coral to restore dying reefs. Along with Sam Wright over there, we're actually based out of the Bahamas, where we established the world's first commercial land-based coral farm for restoration. So if you picture coral reefs, magical ecosystems, they're also one of the most important on the planet for humanity. So they generate $2.7 trillion annually by powering tourism economies, protecting coastlines from storms, sustaining fisheries, with 1 billion people and 25% of marine life relying upon them. But half are already dead since the 1970s, and we're on track to lose over 90% by 2050. So we set up land-based coral farms using methods where we can grow corals up to 50 times faster, so months instead of decades, make them more resilient against climate change threats, develop tech that can not only make our processes more effective, but also can be licensed out to other practitioners. And then we sell reef restoration as a service. Instead of being reliant on grants and donations, go to hotels, governments, insurers, sell this service so that we can fund ecosystem scale impact. So we've already raised a few rounds, have an open one right now, and we'll be raising A next year to sign probably the largest restoration contract ever in Saudi Arabia in order to help power what will become the largest coral farm in the world, and ultimately envision coral farms in every nation with reefs around the world, kickstarting a restoration economy and keeping reefs alive for future generations. We were the inaugural winners of Prince William's Revive Our Oceans Earthshot Prize.
Oh, amazing.
And hope we can, like him, take you all to plant corals with us in the Bahamas one day soon.
Up next, we have Emily representing Compare,
Should I come here?
wherever you feel
Okay.
comfortable.
So at Compare, everything started by asking why. Why does everything we produce eventually break? Why can't we have better products that last longer and create less waste? And why can't the products around us heal just like the human body can? At Compare, we're on a mission to bring circular economy to the composites industry. Composite materials are the combination of two components that create a high resistance and lightweight structure. They're typically used in sports, marine, aerospace, or wind energy, but currently they take many hours to repair and are very hard to recycle. So our innovation at Compare is a new composite material that enables embedded ultra-fast repair. This can be done in any composite application and can be repaired over and over again. How does it work? It's very simple. When a composite part made with our materials is damaged, you simply have to heat it up locally to 100 degrees Celsius for a couple minutes, and it will be fully repaired. So it's now possible to design products that can heal just like the human body does when you get a cut or a bruise. Today, we're based in Switzerland, but we are looking to expand into US sectors and markets, so I'd be glad to speak to any of you tonight about that. My name is Emily Malik, and I'm the marketing manager.
Awesome. All right, next up, we're going to have Colby from ACatechol. Take it away, Colby. Speak nice and loud for us.
Hi everyone, my name is Colby. I'm the CEO and founder of ACatechol, spun out of UC Santa Barbara. and our technology was specialized in surface treatment. So my first invention was inspired by marine cell-side organisms. We developed the technology that we can promote wet bonding. So we successfully developed and licensed out to Danaher Group, which is one of the leading dental distributor in the world. And in 2020, infection become very, very problematic. So I come up with a new idea that we can apply similar technology to catheter, central venous catheter specifically. But now it's not promoting adhesion, now repelling adhesion, so that we can prevent biofouling, bacterial fouling on the catheter, which is directly responsible for 5 million deaths every year globally that people die from when they install this. There's biofilm formation, then they get infection, they eventually get sepsis, and they die. So now we are doing some animal tests. We try to raise some more money to do some large animal tests to try to commercialize this to save life and make sustainable world for human and also environment. Thank you.
All right, next up we're going to have Martina from Vidiport.
So hello everyone, my name is Martina. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Vidiport. We are an ACatechol startup based in Slovakia, Central Europe. We are developing a novel type of marking pheromone for safe and affordable pest control. Our solution was inspired by a single observation from nature. If you have an infested apple, you always find just one worm. You never find two worms. And my co-founder was wondering what's the principle behind it. So he noticed that female moth is doing this tapping dance on the surface of the crop. She's trying to find out if another female has already laid eggs there. And they're trying to avoid cannibalism. So what we did at our company, we developed a sprayable formulation that mimics this principle. So when the females are trying to lay more eggs, we basically hang a sign, sorry, this is occupied, and you have to fly elsewhere. We are doing this to reduce use of synthetic insecticides, which are toxic. So our solution is safe for planet, humans, animals, farmer. And we are trying to raise our first outside round.
All right, we're going to go to Sparksel. All right, Benjamin from Sparksel, who has some props over here.
So hi everyone, I'm Benjamin from Sparksel. I'm with Simon over there. Where in fact filming.
Talk a little louder, Ben.
Yeah, a bit louder. So CEO and founder of Sparksel. We are a University of Cambridge spin-out, and what we do is we create the next generation of colors and effects. So we want all colorants to be nature positive. We do this by taking inspiration from nature. So I want you to think about butterfly wings, beetle scales, so those very vibrant colors that are currently, biodegradable, maybe made from plants. So that's what we replicate using the same material that nature uses. So we have the world's first plant-based pigment that replicates one of these vibrant colors that you find in nature. A couple of prompts here that you are free to have a look at afterwards. So our products find application in paint, packaging, fashion, even food. 1 car out of 3 sold in the US has a metallic finish, so that's what we like as consumers. But they come with minerals, metals that have high greenhouse gases emission, pollute the environment, and maybe even toxic. So we replace this by a plant-based, renewable product that we can even extract from waste, so having the much lower carbon footprint compared to what is existing on the market. Currently raising our first round, seed round. We have currently 6 VC funds currently backing us. Hoping to close our round soon, so feel free to come talk to me after that. But very happy to talk to you about our technology anyway. Thanks so much for listening.
All right, 4 more. We have, up next, Augie from Evu Biologic. Where are you, Augie? Right there.
Hi everyone, my name is Augustine, and at Evu Bio we're enabling the scaling of biologics. Evu Bio was born from the question, where will we find enough food for 9.5 billion people by 2050? This is a 30% increase in the global population and a 70% increase in food production required by that. The current way we make global fertilizers is very carbon intensive, and the poor use of these fertilizers have degraded our soils. But we know we have a solution, and the solution we have are microbes. But the challenge in using microbes is that they're very delicate and really hard to use at scale. So at Evo Bio, we're coming up and enabling the scaling of these microbes by extending their shelf life. And so instead of microbes surviving maybe a couple hours to a couple days on the seed, we can extend this to several months. And by doing this, we open up the market of biologics and we're able to get them to farmers. And so if you're excited about this, please come and talk to me. And our technology extends not only extends to other areas, not only agriculture. So if you have any interest in that, let's talk. Thank you.
All right, next we have Isabel from Cellugi. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Isabel, CEO and one of the founders of Cellugi. I'm here with Varun, another co-founder and CFO COO. So we are Cellugi, we are based in Denmark, and basically what we do is to harness the power of biology to produce a higher performing and more sustainable cellulose ingredients for everyday products. And we do that using renewable resources rather than fossil fuels. So that's a little bit our mission and why we exist at all. So cellulose is everywhere around us, I'm sure most of you know, but there are a lot of challenges and drawbacks that come from the extraction process as well as its utilization. So we decided to use biotechnology and the principles of nature to produce cellulose that is more sustainable for all of us. This is a platform technology that can disrupt a wide range of industries like packaging, textile, food, personal care, so on and so forth. Right now, we are focused in the penetration of the personal care market with our first product, EcoFlexi. And we did that because we see that the personal care industry is currently struggling because most of our everyday products contain plastic ingredients. So I think we have heard a little bit earlier from L'Oreal, but a lot of the industry is looking for biodegradable and bio-based alternatives to the existing plastic and microplastic ingredients. So that's basically what we are focusing now and what we are replacing. But as I mentioned, this is a platform technology, so we also have certain solutions in our R&D pipeline for coating textiles so that we can make monomaterial cellulose-based textiles or other applications. We have raised a little bit over 4 million euros from grants from Europe mostly to develop this technology because this started as an idea, so very rudimentary in our living room, trying to prove the technology, raise some funds to grow it. And we right now have the support of 4 investors, mostly European-based investors. We expect to start fundraising at the end of this year, and I look forward to speak with all of you to discuss how our solution maybe can be useful for you or how we can work together in some way.
All right, and then we have last but not least, Nayoka, Paige from Nayoka. Please come on up.
Hi everyone.
Sure. I have one more. Okay. You're not the last.
We can do the demo after, so.
That's true. I messed up. We're going to switch because Paige has a demo she's going to do. So, rewind. Come back. Up next is Ty from BloomX.
My name is Ty. I'm the founder and CEO of BloomX. I'm here with Emily Spacer, our VP Marketing. We're based in Israel, and I would like to talk to you about a bit what we're doing. So around more than 80% of the commercially grown crops are being pollinated by managed bees and wild pollinators. But unfortunately, the number of these has been dramatically declined globally, which has threatened our global food supply. But not only that, even when natural pollinators are present in the fields, there are so many factors that impact their efficiency to set up fields, which complicate our dependency on them and leave many growers with uncertainty and lower yields. So we've created BloomX in order to address those gaps, and our solutions are inspired by nature. So what we are doing, we are mimicking the natural pollination process which is how insects are interacting with flowers and what are the physical forces that they are applying to collect pollen, release pollen out of the flowers. We are basically predicting what is the right time to pollinate based on algorithms that we are developing for each crop that we are working on, and mechanical application that physically mimics the natural pollination process. The company, in the last 4 years, since we established it in late 2019, has validated 2 technologies for 3 crops, starting in avocados and in blueberries. We are already generating revenues since 2022, growing to 2023, and now we're basically building a company to support the operational plan in 2024. We are very strong investors coming from the agricultural field, and we're looking for a small extension round to support our plan for 24. So happy to discuss further on what we are doing, and glad to meet you all. Thank you.
And now, last but not least, Paige from
Okay, thank you everyone so much for being here today. My name is Paige. I'm the CEO of Nyoka. I'm here with my co-founders, Chip and Daniel. And at Nyoka, we engineer proteins to generate light. And that's what I have in my hand right now. I'm going to pass it around if you like. So it's based on the phenomena of bioluminescence, like you see in algae, mushrooms, fireflies. And what we've done is actually engineered a breakthrough in this field where our stable formula, which is also safe and made sustainably, can generate light for over 48 hours. And this is a big deal because it is 2 times longer than the leading chemical light that is currently used today. The chemical lighting industry is worth over $9 billion today and generates over 250 million tons of carcinogenic waste every single year. So our mission is to fully replace that, but also expand the market because we can do things that chemiluminescence cannot do. It's activated, for example, simply by filling it with water. So what we're doing right now is currently working on applications for Coast Guard, where we can create a pool of light around someone who is lost at sea, helping to locate them in an emergency situation. We also have applications for commercial fishing, military, diagnostics, even food and beverage and cosmetics. There's so many things we can do, so we're also looking for your ideas on how we can apply this technology to create a brighter future for our world. So we recently closed our pre-seed rounds. We're working towards our seed next year, so if you're interested in learning more, please get in touch with me. And we're also going to be doing a demo. I can't believe this is so perfect, but there's a camera obscura out there where it's very dark. So we'll be lighting up the bioluminescence and showing you exactly what it can do. So I think now is the time. Yeah. I don't know if we can fit everyone inside, but we have a few demos, so maybe we can cycle people through and just do it that way.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
So thank you all so much. So with that, we will encourage you all to go find these amazing entrepreneurs and innovators. Again, this is the Ray of Hope Prize, and we hope that you are all feeling inspired and hopeful after hearing all of these amazing solutions. So thank you so much. If you have any questions for the Biomimicry Institute, find someone with a green tag, and we'll be happy to chat. Otherwise, go ahead and get some drinks. Make sure you go and see this demo, and enjoy the rest of your time here. Thanks.
I didn't find that out, so
that's a well-known fact.
People discovered that before us, and what we're doing is figuring out how to assist corals, and basically we're able to recover reefs through growing them in our land-based system. We use this process called microfragmentation. So we collect corals off of the wild reef, bring them into our land-based aquaculture farm. We cut them up into little pieces. The coral realizes when it's in small pieces that it's at a smaller size, so it devotes more of its energy to growing as quickly as it can.
And then we produce bigger.
Exactly, yeah. So we're able to speed up their growth rates using that process and ultimately restore them quicker.
Okay, and how would that benefit human beings?
So reefs provide a bunch of ecosystem services that that humans rely on. So things like tourism, that's a super common one around the Caribbean. So small island nations.
We need to have corals, yeah.
Absolutely, and then also stormwater protection is another one. So when hurricanes come, a lot of the wave energy and the flooding events, that happens because the energy is able to sweep across the islands, and so reefs provide, they basically break up that energy, and so they're able to make the impact less.
Scuba diving is what happened. Free diving I like to do, but I'm definitely not a scuba diver.
Protein.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's really nice.